Woo, we're back with another video. Man, I've been making videos off the chain tonight. So this one's probably gonna be a longer video. I want to watch this one because this was one that I watched a long time ago. This was back in April, so we're in June. I remember I saved this one because I was gonna react to it. Now this one, let's watch it because I don't remember the details of it, but this is basically kind of like a dating show. Well, it's not even a dating show. It's like a dating podcast. You know, this is Kendra G. So go subscribe to her. Hope you don't copyright strike my video. I'm a struggle streamer, so hopefully not. I wanted to review this because I don't want to chop it up. I want to actually watch the whole thing, but yeah, let's get into this because I saved this for a reason, and I don't remember the reasoning why, but I know it was something interesting that happened. So let's get into it, peeps. Let us get into it. I am going to stop and give my commentary on some of the things that this woman says. Off rip, I'll be honest with you, this is the type of woman that I think I've dated in the past. Just looks wise. I'm not saying I've dated her, but I've dated people like her size. Not so much with all the tattoos, but just her size. So, yeah, let's get into this, peeps.
Hello.
Hello,
What's your name, baby?
Tara.
How old are you?
I'll be 32 on the 26th.
Oh, okay. You look a little younger. This is Tara, 32 on the 26th of April.
Yes, I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus. So let's just say you're 32. Tara, you have any kids?
Yes, I do. Me and my daughter was just watching your show. She's like, she finally picked you. I'm not camera ready.
You pushed the request?
Yes, I know. I knew you were gonna say that.
You said your daughter. You have one child?
I have two. I have a 6-year-old, and my oldest will be 12 in July.
A 6-year-old and 12. Same mom? Same dad?
Yes.
Same dad. Why are you guys not together?
It was a bit of an abusive relationship. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Okay. Let me just say something. I'm gonna be very blunt when it comes to this. I hate this crap right here. It was an abusive. You had two kids with the same dad, and it was an abusive relationship. So it took you. That was 12 years. So it took you that long to figure out that, hey, I need to get out of this abusive relationship. I don't believe that. I don't think it was abusive. It was probably abusive. She was probably the aggressor and the instigator. But again, it's the same situation. 12 years. Okay, you have two kids. They're 6 years apart. So it took you somewhere around 6 years. I don't. That's the logic I don't understand. It takes you two kids to leave an abusive relationship. I don't get it. That's what makes me think that it was never an abusive relationship. It was both of them were abusive. Look at the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing if you need more information on that. But yeah, I'm not.
Happy you got out of that. Okay.
Yeah, expanding my beautifully independent wings. I love it. It's great.
All right. This is Tara. Where you?
So yeah, that's all it was. She's saying it was abusive, but she was just trying to break that marriage up because she wanted to be strong and independent. Because that's the thing nowadays. Okay, whatever.
Where are us from?
Philly.
Billy in the building.
Billy.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a cashier at Hip City Veg. It's a vegan restaurant down here. It's pretty big down here.
Okay. Cashier at a vegan restaurant. This is Tara, who's a tourist, 32. Two
She
kids,
has two
6 and
kids,
12,
and she's a cashier.
in Philly, and a
'cause she got
cashier.
child
Let's get
support.
into it, Tara.
Of course.
What kind of man you looking for?
Somebody that's really honest. I've been known to be open to, just open.
So I want to say something. I was looking at the comments before I made this video, and I think I've kind of made a mention of this, but someone in the comments was saying that if you hear a person say that they want honesty, when you ask them what are you looking for, and they say they want someone that's honest, 9 times out of 10, they're the ones that are honest. That's what was in the comments, and I'm starting to think that because I don't understand. Like when people ask me what I'm looking for, I don't ever say, "Oh, I'm looking for someone that's honest, that won't lie, that won't cheat." I never say that because I would think that that would be a thing. Like if I say I'm looking for marriage, well, obviously that's kind of part of marriage, right? Not cheating, not lying. It's common sense stuff, and I'm not gonna put common sense stuff out there. I thought that was interesting. So realize, here's a tip: if you're talking to a guy or a woman and they say, "Oh, I'm looking for someone who isn't a liar or cheater," they're probably a liar and they're probably a cheater. But I digress.
Minded in the past, but a lot of people don't like to just be totally honest. So I'd really want that. I want somebody mature, somebody that likes to laugh, somebody with their stuff together. It's not a whole lot of that around here.
Okay.
Somebody that's just nurturing. You don't find a lot of, motherly raised men anymore. I like the down south kind of feel of everything.
That's why. That's why. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever laughed in my video. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. I gotta play that back. Wait, so I'm not hearing things. I gotta play this back. Hold on.
Hip City Veg is a vegan restaurant down here. It's pretty big down here.
Okay. Cashier at a vegan restaurant. This is Taro's a
'Cause I
tourist.
know
32,
I didn't hear what I just heard.
2 kids, 6 and 12, in Philly, and a cashier. Let's get into it, Tara. What kind of man you looking for?
Somebody that's really honest. I've been known to be open to, just open-minded in the past, but a lot of people don't like to just be totally honest. So I'd really want that.
Hold on, I just caught that. Hold on. She said that she said she wanted someone honest. Did y'all not catch that? She wants someone that's honest. She said she's been open in the past, but she just, it's just hard to find someone that's honest. So was she trying to say that she was open to dating people who were not honest? And is that?
I've been known to be open to, just open-minded in the past, but a lot of people don't like to just be totally honest. So I'd really want that. I want somebody mature, somebody that likes to laugh, somebody with their stuff together. It's not a whole lot of that around here. Somebody that's just nurturing. You don't find a lot of, motherly raised men anymore. I like the down south kind of feel of everything. So yeah, that's really important to me.
Okay.
Hold on. No. Let me just play this out because there ain't no way where I just heard what I just heard. Hold on.
It's just nurturing. You don't find a lot of, motherly raised men anymore. I like the down south kind of feel of everything. So yeah, that's really important to me.
Okay. You want a motherly raised man, a down south type of man. You're calling us from Philly. Are you from down south, or you live in Philly? Were you raised in Philly?
No, actually, my mom had us pretty well rounded. She kind of lived here and there, so we used to live down south a little bit. I was born in Jersey. I'm actually from York, Pennsylvania, which a lot of people don't know about. So I've been everywhere.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. What are some deal breakers?
She sat there and said she wants a nurturing man. What is going on? What is going on? Am I missing something? Are we just really going to ignore the fact that she just sat there and said that that what's important is a motherly raised man? What? No wonder you was in an abusive relationship. What the hell? That's your problem right there. Oh my God. Listen. Listen to me. People are just no. No, 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 no. This is ridiculous, peeps. This is ridiculous. We're just gonna ignore the fact that she just said that and said that she's looking for a motherly raised, nurturing man. Oh my God. You know what's sad is women really think that men and women are the same. That's one of the big deals right here why people can't date. Because women don't know that men are different. Because somehow both sexes was never taught how both sexes are supposed to be and act and think, and I don't get that.
Because besides not being raised by your mama.
A liar. I don't like liars. Narcissist, anybody that's about themselves. I want a man that knows how to, raise a family and raise a business.
Okay, and what's the man else I raise a family and a business? This is Tara. She's a Taurus,
Raise a
32. She has
business.
2 children, 6 and 12. Do you want more kids?
Probably not.
Thank
So the
you.
guy has to already have kids.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
you
mind.
don't need no
You
more
don't mind.
kids.
Does he have to be in Philly?
It would be preferable. Doesn't have to be, but it would be preferable.
Okay, we'd like you to be in Philly. What's the age range you want to do?
I say probably 35 to 45.
35 to 45. Do you have on a shirt? They keep asking me, where's your
Yeah,
shirt?
it's a like a tank top, tube top type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I saw something. So that's a tattoo.
Yeah. It's this was my 30th birthday present to myself.
Go
Say
figure.
again?
I got this a couple years ago for my 30th birthday for myself.
Oh, okay.
It's a piece.
Okay. All right. This is Tara. She's a Taurus, 32. She has 2 kids, 6 and 12. She has on a shirt. They were very concerned.
Don't be. Would never do that.
So was you married?
I was married in the past. Yes.
I missed that. Look, shout out to the people in the comments. Y'all reminded me of a lot of things I'm missing tonight. Okay, so you was married. Are you officially divorced?
It's in the process. I don't know if it's considered officially, but it's literally like
How
done.
do you know if it's, what do you mean you don't know if it's,
the paperwork probably about a month ago. So it's basically like, just, I don't know. This is my first marriage, first divorce, but I've been legally separated for almost 7 years. So it's.
What the what? What the heck?
Moved in another state, the whole 9. It's
so
never
you've
gonna.
been separated for 7 years, but just a month ago you tried to get officially divorced?
Only because he left us here, and that's why I had to do my independent thing. He left us, and I never knew where he was. So he found out where I was living at because we hadn't talked already for 4 years, and then found out where I lived, and then started the process. So I had to wait for him to start the process because I didn't care to know where he was. So it just got situated.
So what happened a month ago that made you start the paperwork?
No. The paperwork wasn't started a month ago. The paperwork was started about 1.5 years ago. The paperwork was just finished about a month, maybe a month and a half ago. Finished.
So, I mean, I don't know how this works either, to be honest. So,
I know.
Do they send you a letter and say you're officially divorced? Like, how does that work?
Well, basically, I have a lawyer who just handles that, and she kind of just tells me everything. And then they do send you paperwork, but that's all like buried away and stuff. You know what I mean? They fax that person who's my lawyer, then the husband's lawyer. And
So
then
is it fair enough to say that you're probably still legally married?
Well, duh.
no, definitely not.
You just told me you're not sure if you're officially divorced.
No, I know. The paperwork's just been wrapped up. That's what I was explaining to you. It's wrapped up. It's officially a divorce situation conclusion. But I was telling you that the paperwork started about 1.5 years ago because I didn't know where he was.
Okay, but you also said you're not sure because you started the paperwork a month ago.
Exactly.
I was only saying that I'm not sure because I've never been divorced, so I don't know if there's anything else.
Hold on, she's going in circles. Hold on, peeps.
You a letter and say you're officially divorced? Like, how does that work?
Don't be. Would never do that.
So, was you married?
I'm confused.
I was married in the past. Yes.
I missed that. Look, shout out to the people in the comments. Y'all
I'm so
reminded me of
confused,
a lot of
peeps.
things
Hold
I'm
on.
missing tonight. Okay, so you was married. Are you officially divorced?
It's in the process. I don't know if it's considered officially, but
Okay, y'all just heard that. It's in the process. She doesn't know if it's officially. Y'all hear what I'm hearing? We all hearing the same thing, right?
it's literally like
How
done.
do you know if it's? What do you mean you don't know if it's? Cause
The paperwork probably about a month ago, so it's basically like.
shout out to the people in the comments. Y'all
Hold on,
reminded me
we
of a lot of
replaying
things
this
I'm
shit
missing
because
tonight.
she just said.
Okay,
hold
so
on.
you was married. Are you officially divorced?
It's in the process. I don't know if it's considered officially, but it's.
She said it's in the process. She don't know if it's considered officially. What in the heck? And then she just sat there and said that she started the paperwork. It kind of cut in and out, but she said she started the. I'm confused. Hold on.
Literally like.
How
done.
do you know if it's? What do you mean you don't know if it's? Cause
The paperwork probably about a month ago, so it's basically like. Just I don't know.
So it's not like she said she got the paperwork about a month ago, so she don't know. I heard something about 5, and then it cut in and out.
This is my first marriage, first divorce, but I've been legally separated for almost 7 years. So it's moved in another state the whole 9. It's
so
never
you've
gonna
been separated for 7 years, but just a month ago you tried to get officially divorced?
only because he left us here, and that's why I had to do my independent thing. He left us, and
So you hear what Kendra just said. She just basically drug her ass into a hole. She said, "So you just now got the paperwork, a file for the." Hold on, I'm hearing stuff.
9. It's
So
never
you've
gonna.
been separated for 7 years, but just a month ago you tried to get officially divorced?
Only because he left us here, and that's why I had to do my independent thing. He left us, and I never knew where he was. So he found out where I was living at because we hadn't talked already for 4 years, and then found out where I lived, and then started the process. So I had to wait for him to start the process because I didn't care to know where he was. So it just got situated.
So what happened a month ago that made you start the paperwork?
No. The paperwork wasn't started a month ago. The paperwork was started about a year and a half ago. The paperwork was just finished about a month, maybe a month and a half ago.
Just say
Finished.
that.
So, I mean, I don't know how this works either.
She did not just say that, Pete. See, this is a situation where This is a date. This is a dating singles talk deal. She's supposed to be trying to put herself out there for dating, and no. This is why men. No, this is a situation where I'm just like, nah. Men will literally go have sex with her and then bounce. This right here just don't sound right. Something ain't right. I'm hearing what she's saying, but none of it makes sense to me. Maybe y'all can clear it. Let me know what y'all are hearing, because all I'm hearing is I started the divorce, but I don't know if it's finalized. I got the paperwork a month ago, but no, I started the divorce a year and a half ago. Something about 5 years ago, but it cut in and out. So yeah, something ain't right, peeps.
To be honest. So
I know.
Do they send you a letter and say you're officially divorced? Like, how does that work?
Well, basically, I have a lawyer who just handles that, and she kind of just tells me everything. And then they do send you paperwork, but that's all like buried away and stuff. You know what I mean? They fax that person who's my lawyer, then the husband's lawyer. And
So
then
is it fair enough to say that you're probably still legally married?
no, definitely not.
You just told me you're not sure if you're officially divorced.
No, I know. The paperwork's just been wrapped up. That's what I was explaining to you. It's wrapped up. It's officially a divorce situation conclusion, but the was telling you that the paperwork started about a year and a half ago because I didn't know where he was.
Okay, but that's not
Okay, but you also said you're not sure because you started the paperwork a month ago.
Yeah.
I was only saying that I'm not sure because I've never been divorced, so I don't know if there's anything else, but I haven't received anything for like a month and a half, so I'm assuming that that was the conclusion.
Okay,
'Cause
so
if not,
assumptions, but it's not a fact, but it's not a factual conclusion
No,
as of yet.
something is wrong with her. No. Listen, this is, you know, when I told you that women are lazy as hell, this is a situation here. If I'm trying to get divorced, best believe I'm going to talk to my lawyer and say, hey, is there anything else I need to do? Because I want to make this finalized. She just kind of just, and then she's trying to go out here and date.
I mean, they told me it was done. They said, because we didn't have any marital assets, we didn't have anything like that.
Okay, listen. This woman don't know what she's talking about. You know what? I bet you I can do some research right now, and it'll tell me everything I need to know if you're divorced. So her lawyer would have said, "Hey, it's official, and you're officially divorced. That's all you need. Pay your lawyer fees, and then keep your own running." She's not even doing that. No, that's a no for me.
It wasn't anything to split up. They were just like, well, have you been together? We're like, no. They were just like, well, here's the paperwork.
Okay. And you said it took 7 years to get into it because you didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Tara, now that I know that, I got to go back to some things that you said. So what were the requirements again you want from a guy?
Honesty.
So were you honest the last 7 years as you was dating with every guy that you were still?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm one of them people that I feel like it would just not make sense to lie about something because you're gonna end up, you know, building up the lies. So I'm that person that's annoyingly transparent. Like maybe speaks a little bit too honest, kind of telling yourself type of person. So I mean, I've always been honest. I just feel like it's just too messy not to be. So I'm an open book.
You know, I don't know. Something ain't right about her. Listen. I don't know a whole lot about nonverbal cues and all that stuff, but I noticed something interesting. When she's asked a question, she tends to she. It's almost like she's rambling instead of just saying, you know, giving a short, straight, direct answer. She's just rambling. So something ain't right. Something is not right. This is a red flag for me. I'm just like, whew.
Ask me, I'll tell.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. And what was your deal breakers again?
Deal breakers, lying, narcissist. Like I said, my last.
Peeps, you know what? I'm so sick of hearing this with narcissist. Y'all don't even know how to even spell that word. And this is something that just came out the last, like, it's been like the last 3 years I've been hearing women talk about they don't want someone that's narcissistic. Y'all don't even know what that means, how to spell it. And that's a psychology terminology anyway. Someone would have to be diagnosed that. You can't just call, that's almost like me saying that someone's ADD, even though they never been diagnosed with it, diagnosed as ADD. You can't just give titles to people. So she's basically saying that she don't want narcissists, but you ain't gonna know that unless they go and seek help and a doctor actually diagnose them as a narcissist. Y'all, women just be making shit.
Well, my ex-husband was abusive, so I don't want anybody that's just about themselves, not worried about the family. You know, somebody that's not family oriented. I wouldn't want anything like that. So, you know.
Okay, let's continue. So,
Hold on. Now she did say that her husband was abusive, but she's saying that her husband wasn't worried about their family. And so how's that being abusive? I mean, if a guy is not involved in his family, that's not being abusive. That's just basically he's abandoned y'all. That's not being abusive. That's what I'm telling you, women. I've noticed something. A lot of women tend to just make shit up. They be putting meanings behind words and terms that have nothing to do with anything. She's not sit there and say that the guy hit her, the guy, was verbally abusive, calling her names. Was the emotional abuse where I guess that's what she's talking about, trying to say that he was emotionally abusive, but that's kind of hard to prove. And a guy that's not involved in his family is not emotional abuse. It's just a guy that doesn't like to be involved in his family.
Tara, when was your last relationship?
Probably about 2 years now.
2 years. So, you don't have to answer this question, but I'm gonna ask. When was the last time you was intimate with a guy?
Actually, I've been celibate since October.
I can't with this crap. I can't. Ridiculous, Pete. Listen to me, man. Listen. I am so sick and tired of hearing that too. Oh, I've been celibate. Why? What? Since October. So you had a 2-year relationship, and that guy didn't want to deal with your bullshittery. They want to deal with your bullshittery, and you decide, I want to be celibate. Matter of fact, what's the purpose of even being celibate? Celibate is someone who's waiting for marriage. So the only thing that I'm going to assume, if I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, that she didn't have sex before she was married. She got married. She was having sex. When she got divorced, she haven't had sex yet, and she's going to wait till she gets married. I'm going to assume that.
Last year?
Yes.
Okay, so this decision of celibacy, what is the goal? Is it until relationship, marriage?
Absolutely.
Which one?
Particularly a relationship to begin with, but I haven't decided if I wanted to wait until marriage to do anything because this is my first celibacy journey.
Yeah, see, right there, I should have known. See, I don't. Women have issues. You know what's sad? I'm gonna do a reaction on guys. Because I think there was a guy that I saved too. That was interesting. But I don't. When I'm listening to guys, I don't hear this rubbish. So she decides after a failed marriage, after a failed relationship, oh, I'm gonna be celibate. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till his relationship or man, but she don't know which one because it's her first time being celibate. And I'm trying to figure out why. See, something just isn't clicking. I'm thinking logically about this. If you're saying that you're gonna be celibate, that almost foretells, or not foretells, that almost tells me that you just had random sex with people in the past without having a relationship. Because no one would, I mean, it's weird to be celibate, start a celibate, your first celibacy journey, but you've had a marriage and a relationship, which means that you've been. I'm telling you, there's some red flags here, Pete. Something ain't adding up.
I'm still kind of trying to figure it all out, but I said plain as day. I said all I do is work and take care of my kids. I said if you can't be here for me at my worst, then you can't have me at my best. So
I wish y'all would stop saying that shit. Listen to me. Listen. Stop using dumbass phrases y'all get off of the internet and off of TV. Stop it. Stop it. Because y'all don't even know what the hell half the crap y'all saying means. I'm so sick of tired of hearing that crap. Listen, we guys do not want to be around you when you're acting stupid, right? You want to act stupid? Fine. Go act stupid with your mom and dad. Don't do it around us men. We're not going to be around you when you're acting your worst. Nobody wants to be around someone who's acting their worst. Oh my God. Stop trying to say things that you think are cool. That's what you need to stop doing.
You know, I had to get on my feet a little bit. I said, you know what? They weren't here at me at my worst. They weren't here with me at my worst. So I'm at my best now. I look a little, you know, off the rails right now, but I'm at my best. So I'm kind of just trying to take a
How
minute
the
to
hell
sit
you at your
in my
what?
best and then kind of figure me out. And then if it's meant to be, I'm a firm believer in signs. So, and you know, about, you know, God giving you those signs and what's meant to be will come to you and those type of things. So I'm sitting here just kind of listening to what I need and what I want and working on my career and my kids. And if it comes, it comes. I can't say I haven't been looking, but I'm not pressed to put myself in a situation that might not be for me.
See, this is a problem right here. This I'm gonna say this, and someone had mentioned this. There again, I made a video about why dating is hard for women. Women go into dating with the mindset of I'm not gonna put forth any effort. If I do put forth effort, it's gonna be it's gonna have to benefit me, right? Here she is basically saying that, well, you don't want a relationship. You don't even want marriage. You basically just, I think what she wants is a friends with benefits situation. When I hear women talk like this, the first thing that comes to my mind is you're looking for friends with benefits because that's the only relationship that fits what you're talking about. If you're not willing to put forth any effort into trying to find someone, you're never going to be married. You're never going to have a happy marriage or a happy relationship. I guarantee you in her marriages, in her relationship, she had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's probably why the guy left and found someone else and didn't even bother. And and I'm going to be honest with you, that whole guys disappearing and not getting divorced from these girls. I don't believe that. Something else. There's something going on. I've met women that are still married, and they said that the guy just up and left one day. I just don't believe that. I don't buy that. Something happened. Like, because I've even asked women, well, did you call the police? And well, no. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, if I'm married, and I'm like, well, do you think something maybe bad happened? Well, nothing bad happened. I'm like, how do you know? Well, I just know. I mean, I've heard, and then they'll tell me a story about something. And I'm like, okay, then somehow or another, you know where I'm telling you, red flag. This is,
Okay. So, but ultimately, you're gonna be celibate until you're in a relationship.
Definitely until I'm in a committed relationship because they, you know, I feel like a lot of guys nowadays only want sex. And once they get that, it's just like maybe not anything else. So I'm like,
yes, you know what? She said something I will definitely agree on. She actually said something correct. I will agree what she said. Nowadays, guys only want sex and not really anything else. You know why? Because of shit like this. When you hear stuff like this as a guy, you're not going to want to commit to that. I'm just going to be blunt. And I'm not one of those guys that just go around having random sex with people. I just don't. I can see why guys want to have sex with her and then move on. But she did say something correct. No one's is gonna be serious about you because you're not even serious about dating.
let me take that non-variable off the field and see what I get. You know what I mean? So far, I haven't got anything.
And you're not going to get anything.
So I'll wait.
Okay. Does the guy have to look a certain way, Tara?
I love my tall chocolate brothers. I'm not gonna hold you. I really, really love just a man with educational and ethic background. My youngest daughter's father is Nigerian. My oldest daughter's father is African American. I really loved everything that my youngest daughter's father could teach me.
What the what?
Um, I love my tall chocolate brothers. I'm not gonna hold you. I really, really love just a man with a educational and ethic background. My youngest daughter's father is Nigerian. My oldest daughter's father is African American. I really loved everything.
Hold on. Wait the hell, man. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Hold on.
People don't like to just be totally honest, so I really want that. I want somebody mature.
Were you raised in Philly?
No, actually, narcissist. Yeah, I don't mind.
You don't mind? Does he have to be in Philly?
It's like a tank top birthday for myself.
Kids 6 and 12. She has on a shirt. They were very concerned.
Don't be. Would never do that.
So was you married?
I was married in the past. Yes.
I missed that. Look, shout out to the people in the comments. Y'all reminded me of a lot of things I'm missing tonight. Okay, so you was married. Are you officially divorced?
Open-minded in the past, but a lot of people don't like to just be. Yes.
Same dad. Why are you guys not together?
Yes, I do. Me and my daughter was just watching your show. She's like, she finally picked you. I'm not camera ready.
You pushed the request?
Yes, I know. I knew you
I
were
just
gonna say
hear,
that.
I just heard.
You have you said your daughter. You have one child?
I have two. I have a 6-year-old and my oldest will be 12 in July.
Okay.
A 6-year-old and 12. Same mom? Excuse me, same dad?
Yes.
Same dad. Why?
She just sat there and said that she had that her 6 and 12-year-old had the same dad. I knew I was not hearing things.
You know what I mean? So far, I haven't got anything. So, I'll wait.
Okay. Does the guy have to look a certain way, Tara?
I love my tall chocolate brother. His father is African educational and ethic background. My youngest daughter's father is Nigerian. My oldest daughter's father is African American.
Hell to no, hell no, 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 no. Y'all just hear this. I just went back and played. I knew I was not going crazy. This woman literally sat there and said that her 6-year-old and 12-year-old had the same father when asked, are they by the same father? Now she's talking about, and this is why I said something wasn't right about her. This is a person that I don't know. I think she rambles a lot and get herself caught up in shit. Because she's asked a question and she's trying to, I don't know, I don't know what it is, but she's not really, she's answering the question, but she's giving too many details. Now she's sitting here saying that one of them is Nigerian, the other one is African American. So she, oh my freaking God. And you know what's sad? This is the same woman that said, I want someone that's honest. See, I'm telling you right now, when women start talking about they want like the basic shit that should come with a relationship, that's them. Listen.
Loved everything that my youngest daughter's father could teach me. He spoke a lot of different languages and stuff, so it was kind of like school at home. So I didn't mind that.
And hold on.
As far as looks, I really love a beautiful smile.
So, Tara, what is your ethnicity?
I'm Caucasian, but my father was Lithuanian. So I have a little bit of the knowledge of different, languages and stuff like that I really appreciate. Stuff like that.
So black men only?
It can be Puerto Rican. I don't mind. I don't mind.
But your preference is black men? Yeah, I would love.
Yeah.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Money is not everything, but I definitely want you to have enough to take care of yourself, maybe some that we could go on like a yearly trip at the minimum, you know what I mean? But he doesn't have to be
We just gonna
loaded.
gloss over this, and she didn't even catch
He has to be
this.
loaded. Does he have to be in Philly?
It would be preferable.
Okay. So this is Tara. She's a Taurus, 32, 2 children, 6 and 12. You say you don't want more kids, right?
No, not right now.
Okay, so the guy can't have kids. You're fine with that?
Yeah, he can.
Okay. Both of your kids have the same child's father, right?
Yes and no. So when before my husband and I got married, well, my ex-husband and I got married, I left him because of the abusive situation. And then I started dating my younger child's father, and I got pregnant. And
So pause. They don't have the same father then.
Legally, my husband agreed to get married with me before we got pregnant. Before I
Okay,
had my
let
to
me
do
ask
with
this
it.
question directly because we're not going to do this, Tara, now.
What?
Do both of the kids come from the same sperm?
No.
Okay. So I understand there might be an adoption. So there's 2 different men. And again, shout out to y'all in the comments because I missed that one too. Someone in the comments said that you changed that answer.
Yeah.
I have to be very specific and direct with these questions.
That's why my youngest daughter's father was never ever in the picture.
But Tara, that's fine. But you said you want a person that's honest. You sat up here and you gave a bold-faced lie. Tara, you have any kids?
Yes, I do. Me and my daughter was just watching your show. She's like, she finally picked you. I'm not camera ready.
You pushed the request?
Yes, I know. I knew you were gonna say that.
You said your daughter. You have 1 child?
I have 2. I have a 6-year-old, and my oldest will be 12 in July.
A 6-year-old and 12. Same mom? Same dad?
Yes.
Same.
Not really.
They're not by the same man. Your children are not by the same guy. That's not a factual statement.
If you knew like me and like my situation, you could.
I understand. First of all, Tara, I want to say this. I picked on you because I see your name a lot in the comments. You're very positive. So I'm not trying. So I don't want you to take this as I'm being mean to you because I'm not being mean to you. I know with women, whenever I have to have direct conversations with women, they're like, "Oh, because you're so mean." I'm not being mean, but one thing we not going to do, Tara, is play an imagination game. The question is very clear.
Yeah.
And the clear question I ask everybody when they have multiple children is it by the same woman, same man? You said it is by the same man. They are not by the same man. That's fair to say, right?
Yeah. When I think about it, I don't think that way though because
I bet you don't. Cause you're a liar.
In my mind, it's like I only have 1 child's father. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
So when
no.
Ask me that question, that is the answer that I give, and then I give an explanation like I was trying to give to you.
But you didn't give the explanation when I first asked you. You just said yes. And somebody in the comments picked it up.
I had to comment a little bit.
You didn't. So that's not true. You didn't say in the beginning they have the same dad. You didn't give the explanation.
Gosh.
You left it at a yes, and we kept going with the conversation.
Yeah.
So that's not true. So what you require is honesty, but you are not being honest. Be honest with yourself.
Story. When I meet an individual, whoever it may be, and I tell them, because obviously I don't introduce them to my children right away, but I do tell them about them, and I'll tell them like this is what I expect, and I know this is complicated, but this is the story, and this is the situation, and I completely spell it all out. I never leave anything, to a mystery because I feel like that's unfair.
Listen. I don't know what this is called. There's a term for someone like her. But there are basically people who, when they're asked a question, especially if they get caught in some sort of lie or stuff, then it's called fillers. I think that's what it's called. But I think there's a term for this type of person. She basically was asked a question about her daughter's father. She said they're about the same father, but she's telling us that, well, I tell people that because of her situation. And then she said, well, I spill it out. No, you didn't. You did not. This person, hold on. I think I'm done with her. She got too many red flags. I don't know nobody in the comment section. I'm just looking at the comment section. Like, I guess we can just finish it up.
So, whereas our few minutes on here may not explain everything, I am the type of person that always explains everything.
Let me ask you a question, Tara. Do you think there's anything you have to work on yourself?
Absolutely. I think as a human being, we always have to take every single day as a learning experience. I feel like it's never too late to learn. I feel like it's never a day to stop learning.
She
So I always
said
think that
work on
there's something that
yourself,
we can
not
improve on
learn.
every single day. However, that's where I was saying earlier about me kind of trying to work on myself in the meantime and not be pressed for something. If it comes,
Then why are you
that's
even
a
on
wonderful thing.
here?
Love is definitely what I'm in search for. But I
So
want.
what is, because one thing you also said is that you feel like right now you're at your best. So
Mm-hmm.
what are some things you think you do have to work on?
She don't know.
I don't know, patience a little bit. Just trying to learn me a little bit better in a general sense, I think.
Okay. I think you're a sweet woman, but I think you have a lot of things you got to get together. And one of the things I think you need to get together is you kept saying in your mind, like you have a
Yeah.
vision of stuff in your mind, but you also have to be honest with the person, whoever you're meeting, right? So,
Well, yeah, I've been through a lot, Kendra, and that's why I tell you that it's very complication. Like it's very
well,
complicated.
Tara, not to cut you off, but you're a fan of the show and you know how the show works.
So when she was sitting here saying that she was at her best, she wasn't at her best. She basically told two lies. If you was at your best, you would have basically said in the beginning, I have they're by different men, but I would consider them to have really one father. That's what she would have said.
So
If
so
I
just being honest and fair, we're 2 years in this game. So I don't call anyone. You volunteer to come on this show. By
I
this
appreciate
moment, most people know all the questions I'm gonna ask. You probably
it.
even know me. You know the people in the comments and how they gonna get down. So I hear what you're saying, but you came up here knowing what you're about to get into.
yeah.
And
Oh,
the one
absolutely.
thing we do over here is we're gonna keep it as real as possible. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I think you're a sweet woman. But I think you can't give the version of truth in your head. You have to give the reality of truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I would suggest moving forward. And I think and then the more you're living in the reality of the truth that's happening in your life, it will either help you focus on changing the reality, and then you could attract the certain type of person you want to attract, or you don't change the reality and just deal with the people that you attract because of your reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
I
freaking
totally understand what you're
powerful.
saying.
So,
It's just Kendra. I don't ever want anyone to think that I'm ever telling a story. If anybody ever has a question, I'm always going to be transparent, even though it may be a little bit longer of a response than people might want. So that's not the case. I just been through a lot. Within my last relationship.
I hate when women say that crap that oh, I've been through a lot. This is a situation where these type of women don't need to be dating. Go seek therapy. Go talk to your mom and dad. Seek therapy. Matter of fact, go talk to your mom and dad. Especially go talk to your dad. Like, I don't know why women get on dating sites or get out here dating and they're not even a complete person. I've been through a lot. Oh, Ian, do you know that I actually had a girl that stopped talking to me because she was telling me about how she'd been through all this and that, and I told her straight up, I don't care what you've been through. I'm looking for a relationship. If you're not ready, then I got nothing for you. And she bounced.
relationship, I was just very committed to something I didn't know that I should have gotten away from. So with that, it just led into a lot of complications,
And
more
she
like
was not in an
a
abusive
Bonnie and
relationship.
Clyde type of situation that was more Bonnie than Clyde, if you will. So it was like, ever since then, I haven't worried about myself because I don't ever want to get in a situation like that again.
So
So
she
that's why I
basically
said
was
I'm
in a
not like
relationship with
in
a
a rush.
thug.
But if there's somebody that God sends my way, then that's what, maybe I'm meant for.
Got you. Let's do it, Tara. Give them your Facebook page.
My Facebook name is my full name, Tara Alexandria Thomas. And are we doing Instagram since we're down a little bit?
I mean, you can give Instagram. I know, hopefully, child, I'm praying for Instagram. Now, I don't know when I'm getting out of Instagram jail. I check every day. I've been in contact with them. So let's just pray. But you're able to give both connections right now. Go ahead.
Okay, so again, my Facebook is Tara Alexandria Thomas, and my Instagram is TTTime20. It's TTTIME 2022.
And there you have it. All right, baby. Keep me focused. Keep me updated, baby.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye. Before I go any further, let me address some comments because I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of whenever I have to have a direct moment with a woman, Kendra, you're being insensitive. You're making people feel low. Don't watch my show. If that's how you feel, do not watch it. Because when I have a man up here, there's nothing but women. Actually, let me talk about this. I have a guy on my Facebook page right now who's in a jacuzzi. And there are so many women in the comments saying, he's gay, he's this, he's a sissy, he's giving me feminine vibes. You women don't have any problems expressing yourself when it's something negative to a male. But let a woman come up here and we have to have a real talk moment. All of a sudden, I don't like this show because I feel low. You don't like this show because your ass don't want to take direct criticism. And you know what? That's why your ass is going to be watching me as long as I do the show. And you ain't going to get a man because you're not strong enough to woman up and maybe realize there's some shit you got to get together. Okay? So I'm really done with the sensitive women that watch the show that are always complaining when I got to give a woman real talk. And I do it in the most sensitive way as possible. If you guys ever notice, it's exhausting. It really is. So I don't want you to watch my show no more. If you feel as though I'm making someone feel low, this show ain't for you. Go do something else with your Saturday night, with your Friday night, with your life. Because I'm over it. Especially when women are literally more mean than the men on my show. Go to the comments on my page. It is 80% women saying the negative things.
Yeah.
I'm over that shit. So if you guys can dish it, learn how to take it. And it's that simple. I'm not going to sit up here walking on eggshells, talking to women when they got crazy shit happening in their lives because you guys are so freaking sensitive. Woman up. Maybe it's time for you to do something in your life and kind of get your shit together. Have you ever thought of that? Absolutely, there's men up here that got crazy shit going on. I talk to them every night. But guess what? Y'all in that same pool at times, but y'all don't want to admit it. So I'm over it. So if you feel as though I'm insensitive, I'm mean, and you can't handle it, my show ain't for you, boo. Go somewhere else. I'm over it. I really am. Every single time. So, I mean, we could just keep lying and just saying, oh, you know what? That sounds good. And then what's going to happen? Ain't no change going to happen. Because when I do stuff, it really comes from a good place. Whether you understand that or not, I'm telling you this from a good place. I'm not a mean-hearted person. I really am not. But you have to give truth if you want to get results. If we keep beating around the bush, saying the same old bullshit, you're not going to get nowhere. And it's because everybody just trying to be too kind. But y'all not even kind. That's what gets me. Y'all not even kind. Y'all are the meanest people in the comment section to these men on my show. But all of a sudden, when we got to talk to a woman, child, Kendra, me, I don't like watching the show. She too insensitive. Well, guess what, bitch? Don't watch it. It ain't for you. And now that problem is solved. Because I'm going to be who I am. So that's gonna be clear. And I ain't forcing you to be here. So if you can't handle it, my show ain't for you. Next.
Ooh, she went off. She went off on y'all. Listen, I may actually cut that, paste that. Listen, that was just I wanted to stop. I wanted to cut that shit off right then and there. I wanted to cut it off, peeps. I wanted to cut it off because that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Red flags across. I don't know who she gonna get. She's, she gotta work on things. She's been through so much. One of the things that's funny is that I don't think I've ever met a woman who don't have dramas and traumas. It's like women just carry dramas and traumas with them throughout their whole life. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah. So I'm starting to understand something, that when women talk about they don't want liars, cheaters, people, when they start talking about the basic stuff that you shouldn't even mention, that means that they probably are liars and cheaters. They have to be, because why else would you mention that? That's not even a thing that shouldn't even be brought up when you're talking to someone. I shouldn't have to tell a woman, oh yeah, I'm looking for someone who's not a liar and a cheater. That should just be a part of your character. I mean, listen, but this is a dating pool. This is what I have to look forward to. I have to deal with on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. Why I don't have a relationship, because you got people like that. And see, the funny thing is that I've actually been talk, asked questions and stuff, and there's sometimes I just have to cut the conversation off, like that same day, because something just don't sound right. There's too much. There's something, this the responses, and I will ask those same questions over and over just so to see if there's consistency to the answers. That's actually how you get to know someone. Ask the same question 2-3 different times. Trust me, they can't. If you're lying, they ain't gonna be able to keep up with that lie. You'll catch their asses. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Like I said, I wanted to cut that off, but I said, you know what? Let me just play it through, Aubrey. But I'm done. I can't no more with this. Y'all, ooh, you women. And I ain't say I know men lie too, but I have yet to see a man lie like that. That's crazy, peeps. I'm out. Peace.